everyone, and welcome back to Serena's Creations. Well, as you can see, it turned out to be a beautiful day today. Today is Sunday. Today is my day 14. And yes, I have been sticking with my program for 14 days. Have you started your day one? I would love to hear about your journey, as I am sharing my journey. As you can tell, today I was already working outside and everything. So once again, I already got my shower, got my comfy shirt on, and now it's just, as my husband says, chill and relax time. So here we are, we're out on my porch. It is a beautiful evening time. A few mosquitoes out here, but other than that, you get some nice fresh air. And this weekend, I just felt so accomplished. My husband and I got so much done this weekend. And I would have to say that I think the reason I have so much energy was because of how I've been watching what I eat. You know, I'm not like overeating on greasy foods. I'm not overdoing it on dairy or protein or anything like that. I am just eating normal food, or what is normal for me. Okay, so the foods that you have seen that I eat are like my normal foods. I'm just enjoying them more. I even told my husband that today. You know, when you're at home and you eat every 2 hours, it seems like that's all I was doing, was eating and eating and eating and eating, which is a good thing when you're trying to lose weight, because if you feel like you're eating and eating and eating, then you never have a chance to get hungry. I mean, I was working on projects, and the next thing I knew, my alarm was going off. Yes, I still have my alarms, and it quacks like a duck. It quack, quack. You walk out of the house, you walk back in, you're like, where does ducks come from? It quack, 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 quack. And of course the alarm keeps going off until you shut it off. My husband will come out wherever I am and he's like, your alarm is going off. But sure enough, every 2 hours. So I probably was eating more like a half hour after the timer went off or whatever, because I was in the middle of doing things. So I waited until I was done with what I was doing, and then I would fix myself something to eat. So what did I eat today? Well, let's see. For breakfast, I had one of those Philly cheesesteak pieces that my husband and I had bought when we went to Sam's yesterday. Now, granted, you know, those prepared foods like that, they do have a lot of sodium in them. So you do still have to be careful. Hi, Chibo. My kitty cat. So she coming to join us. You can hear her meowing. But I wanted to share that you know, prepackaged foods all have a lot of sodium. So you still have to be careful with what you eat. Even though you might be under your calorie amount, you still got to be careful of that sodium. I am not a table salt person. So even when I cook, when I am sitting at a table, I do not add salt to my food. Everything that I eat has enough salt in it already that I don't need to add any extra salt. I told you before, I'm a person that eats French fries with no salt. I just, that's how I prefer them. So I'm not crazy about the taste of salt. So like I said, get plenty of sodium in everything that I eat anyways. So this morning I had this little Philly cheesesteak. I mean, it's not that big. It's probably about this big. It's not real big, but it's already prepackaged. It's kind of like a Hot Pocket, but it's just a piece of one. It's like a full sub that they cut into like four pieces. So probably like a 3-inch or something, but it was enough. and it tasted really yummy. So I had that for breakfast, and that was my 9 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, I tried the quesadilla. Once again, it was something that we had purchased when we were at Sam's yesterday. They were chicken and cheese quesadillas, and that was really good. That one was under 300 calories. I think that one was like 270 calories, if I remember correctly. The Philly cheesesteak, I think, was 310. So it was over just a little bit, but it all works itself out. So then that was 11 o'clock. And then 1 o'clock, I decided to change it up a little bit, and I had a chicken sandwich. So I cooked one of my pieces of chicken tenders, and I used 2 slices of my whole wheat thin toast, bread, and I toasted it. And you have to remember, they're not, like a regular slice of bread is like this big. So these are a little bit smaller. They're probably about this size, and there's 2 of them. You can have 2 of them for the 80 calories. And I mean, that's fine. You're making a sandwich, so you still feel like you have a sandwich. So I put my chicken tender on it, and then I put just a little bit of mayonnaise, a teaspoon of mayonnaise, just enough to have the flavor, and then lettuce and tomato. And I used one of my Roma tomatoes, so I sliced it so that way I'd be able to have some of it for dinner also. So I had the chicken sandwich at 1 o'clock, and then at 3 o'clock, I decided to do something a little bit different, and I had strawberries with some Cool Whip, and I had my chocolate covered almonds. I figured I'd been working hard all day, been, doing all this activities, fixing things around the house and stuff, that I decided I deserved to have a little sweet. So I was able to have my 1 little cup I showed you yesterday of the chocolate covered almonds and excuse me, then the strawberries with some Cool Whip. So that was good. That was my 3 o'clock. Then at 5 o'clock, what did I have at 5 o'clock? I honestly can't remember what I had at 5 o'clock. But I know when I got to 7 o'clock, I was like, well, I need to go ahead and have, some real food again. So I made a BLT, and I had a BLT. I had bought some bacon yesterday when I went to Sam's, and I already cooked some up because I wanted to make some of those bacon pancakes, which I haven't made them yet, but I cooked the bacon. So probably tomorrow morning for breakfast, that's what I'll have. And then I'll just make a bunch of them up so that way I have them for the week. And then I had the bacon, and then lettuce and tomato, and the tomato that I had cut earlier, and then a little bit of mayonnaise on my bread. And voila, I had a BLT. So I feel really good about the foods that I'm eating. I wish I would have brought a drink out. Somebody get me a drink, please. Someone give me a drink. Sorry, I'm going to try to get through this next 8 minutes without coughing my head off. So anyways, when you are eating foods that you like, you tend to not feel like you need to overeat. All right, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, I am so sorry about that. But I feel much better now. But speaking of drinks, that's a good point. Good transition into the next subject. I had a question on one of my group pages that asked me, what do I drink with my meals? Well, first of all, I don't drink coffee. Okay? I don't like coffee. I don't like the taste of coffee. I have tried it every which way. I've tried everything. My husband loves coffee. The darker, the better. He doesn't put nothing in it. You know, where he's from, it's very, very strong coffee. Almost muddy. Shh, I didn't say that. But he likes coffee. I don't drink coffee. So my main drinks that I drink is water and Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke. I get up in the morning, that's my caffeine is Diet Coke. I know it's not good for me. I understand that. Everybody has their own opinions, but that's what I drink. I don't drink any regular soda. Sometimes I will drink a Diet Sprite or something like that, Diet 7-Up. I do like the Diet Cherry 7-Up, but Diet Coke is what I drink all the time, and water. I do have the little Crystal Light iced tea flavored with lemon, and so I use those. I'll put those in my water sometimes, but normally it's just a bottle of water. It's just water or a glass of water or something. And then I do drink hot tea. I like hot black tea. I put a little bit of sugar, like a half a teaspoon. I don't put very much. Half a teaspoon of sugar and a little bit of milk. That's how I drink my hot tea. So I do drink hot tea, not all the time. It's not something that I drink every single day, but it is something that I do drink. So water and hot tea and Diet Coke. Now, if I drink anything else, like if I drink orange juice or if I drink tomato juice or if I drink milk with one of my meals, that's something that I have to make sure that I add into my daily food journal. I do sometimes buy the Tropicana Trop 50 orange juice. Now I do that because it does have a lot of, the Trop 50 has less calories in it and it doesn't have as much sugar in it. So it's not as sweet. That helps with my diabetes and stuff. But I don't buy it very often. Of course, it's not real cheap. So I don't buy it very often. And milk has a lot of calories in it. So I tend to not drink a glass of milk every once in a while. You know, I don't do it very often. I did the first week. I think I had a glass of milk with my breakfast one morning. But otherwise, most of my drinks are just water and Diet Coke. At work, I do have some cans of lower sodium V8 juice. So I do drink those every once in a while, but I have to be in the mood to drink tomato juice. That's a lot of tomato juice. You know, it's the bigger cans. It's not like the little tiny can. I believe it's got 2 servings in the can. But that is a way for me to get straight back up. Isn't that what they said? You got to have a V8 if you're walking like this. Then you're supposed to have a V8 so you can walk straight again. I think that's what the commercial had said. So, but so I do have V8 juice every once in a while. So, but that was a good question. And please, if you ever have any other questions for me, you want to know how I did something, why I did something, why I didn't do something, you know, what's going on with me or anything, please go ahead, put it in the comments, because I would love to be able to share, you know, and answer the questions that you have, the things that pop up in your mind while you're watching these videos. I'm hearing all kinds of people telling me about how I'm inspiring them, and that's what this is all about. I mean, yes, I want to lose weight. Okay, that is the main goal here, is for me to lose weight. Okay, we've already said that, you know, I need to lose weight. But I also, while I'm going on this weight loss journey, I want to have other people on their own weight loss journey. So I'm hoping that you have started your day one. Once again, today is my day 14. 2 whole weeks I have been doing this. 2 weeks. Okay? And I feel good. I'm not hungry. I'm not craving anything. So I would hope that you have started your day one. If you haven't, then tomorrow is a new day and you can always start tomorrow. You could make that choice tonight. You could start tonight. Just don't eat anything else tonight. But that's up to you. But you can always start tomorrow. Because that's what we always say. We always say, oh, we'll start tomorrow. Oh, we'll start tomorrow. Oh, we'll start tomorrow. Well, I tell you, once you start, and then you get past day 2, and you get past day 3, you get past that first week, and then you get to day 14, and you're like, oh, wow, it's been 2 weeks. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks. And I am cheering for you. And I would love to hear about your journey. So, I guess for now, I'm going to say goodbye from Serena's Creations. I can't wait to talk to you again tomorrow. Once again, my day 14, hoping it's your day 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I would love to hear about your journey. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you next time.